There's the green flag. We are coming under starters orders for the first 250 race of the year. Breaths are held. Stopwatches are on the ready. The gate is about to drop. And it does. Here we go. 95 gets underway here in Spain. Who's got the whole shot? It's a lot of banging and bumping into that first corner. They all appear to be through. Nobody has hit the dirt so far, and let's see who it is. I think it's the German Pip Beirer as they come back into camera shot. It looks like Pip Beirer that leads number 43. Looking out for some of the favourite riders, Stefan Everts took a big tumble in Saturday's free training, so he's not going to be riding too well, but it's Beirer and Bevorts, the first two. We're looking back for Everts to see how he's faring. There he is. He really did injure his shoulder quite badly on the Saturday. A trip to hospital, that's certainly going to detune him for today's racing. Well, as they streak away on that first lap, it is Beirer that is really setting a blistering pace at the front. And there's the local Spaniard. That's Alonso. He really will be thrilling the local crowds. 3, Di Maria, the Frenchman. 41, that's Bob Moore. And in mid-pack, they're number 6. That's Werner DeWitt, the teammate of Monique Bevorts. It's still Beirer, Bevorts and Alonso. So the local crowd here, 15,000 strong, really are going to be up in arms if he doesn't win. Beirer, Germany leads Belgium, leading Spain at the moment. And the battle is really beginning to rage. Royale behind those. Leon Gisbers and Talon Volan, the American, they're having a right ding-dong. But up front, it's still as it was before. The German Pip Beirer, who leads on the Honda, chased by the Biffy Suzuki rider, Monique Bevorts. Then it's the Spaniard, Alonso. Voland and Gisbers. There is Everts, and he's got the Frenchman's Yves Di Maria right on his tail. We really are in for some exciting stuff here today. Race 1 then. 12, Robbie Herring, the British rider. Kurt Nickel already gone through. Beirer still leading, 43. Bevorts looking for a way, and look at this. This local lad who absolutely thrilled the crowd on Saturday is really flying the Spanish flag. Listen to them cheering for him. He's up to second. Well, it's Beirer and Alonso, and you can hear the crowd cheering. They're loving this. What an atmosphere. And Voland has got past Gisbers. There is Di Maria, number 3, and there's Nickel. Bob Moore up with Stefan Everts, number 2 on the bike for 1995. Could it be a number 1 for next year for Stefan? It's a long season, and anything can happen, and usually does. As the rest come pouring through, there's Herring. Not a good start for Robbie. Having to work hard to get his way up the pack, but look at this. The German, Pip Beirer, and Bevorts goes back under the Spaniard. And Voland is there behind those two. So we really do have a scrap on for second place. There's Nickel, he's got Bartolini, and well, Bob Moore is in that group. There he is, the American. But it is Beirer at the moment. And well, look at this. The Spaniard having none of this. He's there in second. He's got Bevorts behind him. Then it's Voland. Nickel is behind that group with a whole bunch of other riders, Bob Moore being one of them. Well, Alton under pressure from Bartolini, and he's got him. The Finn losing a place to the Italian, riding the 1994 Chesterfield Yamaha for this year. His two teammates being Di Maria and Bob Moore riding the newer bikes, but not seeming to make a lot of difference. Volan looks to have gone up to third. So the American beginning to stamp his authority. There's Nickel, there's Bartolini, and there is Stefan Everts. That injury from Saturday obviously detuning the Belgian rider down just a shade or two. Some really big jumps here in this Spanish circuit, and the crowd are enjoying every moment of it. The battle is on between the top 4. It is still Beirer leading, 43 from number 4. Monique Bevorts. There's the Spaniard, and this is Joachim Karlsson, the Swede. Well, he's in a point-scoring position, but not a good start for him. as the rest comes screaming through. There's Everts looking back for 33, just gone through there, Altonen. But it is still the German. What a blistering start to the 95 250 season for him. Vervoorts, there's Voland. So the battle is on between those three at the front. And Vervoorts looks to be catching. I think he's feeling the pressure from the American talent Voland. They are beginning to close up on each other. We could see a change very soon. There is the Frenchman, Yves Demarié. The Brit Kurt Nickel not far behind him. Bob Moore must be feeling the effects of that ankle injury. Won his first World Championship last year, the 125 crown, after trying year after year. Herring. Robbie Herring riding Hondas for 95, a change from last year's machinery, but still with the same team. It's still as it was before. Vervoorts, that Bieffe Suzuki, not able to lay claim to that first place position at the moment, but we've seen a change. Whoa! On the back part of the circuit, he must have found an extra bit of grip, because it's Monique Vervoorts that takes the lead. Demarié fourth, the Frenchman, and that, well, where's Nickel? There's Nickel. Back in around sixth position, the Brit. Bob Moore, well, he's hanging on gamely. He's in a point scoring position, and there's Everts. Stefan Everts must be in a great deal of pain. And Voland now going after second place, so Pete Byrer better beware. He's got an American stalking him. It is Monique Vervoorts then that leads for Suzuki at this first leg of the World 250cc Motocross Grand Prix here in Spain at Talavera. It's Byrer for Germany second, it's Talon Voland for America on Kawasaki in third. Then it's Demarié in fourth, the Frenchman, and look at this for a scrap. Bartolini going through. He's got the Spaniard now beginning to drop back behind him. Then it's Bob Moore and there's Stefan Everts. That injury obviously having an effect on his ability. Vervoorts has the lead. Where is Voland? And there he is. Well, Voland dropping back slightly off Vervoorts. Now, where is Byrer? Well, the question answered. Straight into the picture he comes. Beginning to sort themselves out as the race gets into its mid stages. There's Nickel. He's got the Spaniard and Bartolini not far behind him, but the Spaniard Alonso beginning to drop off the pace. 40 minutes plus 2 laps, the duration of each race. 2 in all on the day. It's hard work. There's Byrer. Voland's still there in front of him. Nickel going through. Beginning to open up the gap. Bob Moore, well, very bravely riding with that ankle. Still not able to walk properly, but I'm sure that as the season gets on, Bob will become a lot fitter and a lot faster. Monique Vervoorts, well, he's got this one at the moment fairly well sewn up. Talon Voland coming through, number 8 on the Kawasaki. Can he catch him? There's Byrer, still in third. Well, here's the battle. There's Demarié, the Frenchman, finishing third last year. Could have been better, but things just didn't quite come together for him from time to time. And it really is beginning to spread out as the race goes on. The 40 minutes beginning to have their toll on the riders. There's more. Up the hill he goes. Power into that Chesterfield Yamaha. Everts. Well, he's keeping his head down. It must be hard for him. That shoulder giving him a lot of pain. And incidentally, he isn't riding with any pain-killing injections, as that's now not allowed. Vervoorts. This is a great start for the Belgian rider. The now promoted first runner of the Bieffe Suzuki squad, with last year's world champion Greg Albertine leaving to race in America. It's all on Vervoorts' shoulders, and so far he is doing the job grand style. As the rest come screaming through. Well, Bob Moore, he's still in there. He's still in a point-scoring position. But Vervoorts has got the pace of this race. Where is Voland? And the answer is there. Number 8, the American Talon Volan. There's Byra. Where's Demario? There's Bevorts. Well, it's all going good at the moment. There is Voland, and the battle is on between Byra and Demario. Who's going to get the better of this one for third? They're on their last lap. Here he comes. It is Monique Bevorts taking 20 points and the win. Looking back for second, it should be the green Kawasaki of the American Talon Volan. And it's Demario, the Frenchman, takes third. The German Byra then finishing fourth. And everybody's waiting, the green flag's up. We should be underway. The crowd 15,000 strong here today. It's sunny, lovely and warm. It's a great day for motocross. Under starters orders, here they go. 40 minutes plus 2, the new time for 1995. A little longer than last year, and it's beginning to show on some of the riders. Here they come, into the first corner. Oh, somebody's gone down. Oh, it's carnage. Absolute carnage in that first corner. Can't see who it was. And it looks like Bevorts on the Suzuki that's got the whole shot. Yes, indeed, but the Spaniard is second. Alonso thrilling the local crowds. He's taken second again. Incredible stuff. Swing wide at the top there, into that right-hander. They sort themselves out. It is Monique Bevorts from the Spaniard. Kurt Nickel, the Englishman. Then it's Demario, Baudemont on the white Honda, and then it's Stefan Everts. It really is a battle at the moment. They are coming through, and well, there's Bob Moore. He's got his teammate on the inside, Bartolini. 71, that's Pedro Tractor, the former 125 rider from last year, having a crack at the 250 class for 95. Well, they've all picked themselves up and they've got underway again. Thankfully, I don't think anybody's been injured, but it's Bevorts that's got the run in the front. Then it's the Spaniard, then the British rider, then the Frenchman Demario. So Nickel and Demario locking handlebars, and look at this. The two Chesterfield teamsters, Moore and Bartolini. And they've got the Finn, Miski, Altonen sandwiched between them. And Misk, being as he always is, a little awkward to get past. Bevorts at the front with no problems whatsoever, not having to eat anyone's dust. Nickel chasing the Spaniard. And Moore looks to have got through. They've got past Altonen. Moore and Bartolini are on the gas for Chesterfield. Very spectacular circuit here at Talavera. Big jumps, big airtime for some of these riders. Bevorts gone through. The battle is on here for second, and it is Kurt Nickel chasing the Spaniard. Alonso, is he going to get past him? Then it's Everts. Stefan Everts, oh, it's Monet, Bartolini and Moore. Monet on that Pepsi white Honda. The two Chesterfield lads closing on Monet. Are they going to get past him? Well, Bevorts untroubled at the front, winning race 1. It looks as if he's on course for race 2. And Nickel still can get past the Spaniard. And you can hear the crowd cheering him. That must be urging him on to greater things. But it's a long race, 40 minutes. And it really is a test of stamina and strength. Oh, somebody dropped it. It looked like Monet that went down there. Monet drops it, lets the two Chesterfield boys through. Oh, Bartolini's just stuck it into the fence. Well, he won't thank anybody for that. You've got to pick it up and get going again, but Andre Bartolini has thrown that chance well away. Bob Moore clear off in front of him. Bevorts, he's clear from everyone at the moment. He's got this race so well tied up, and look at Nickel. Kurt Nickel forsaken his own national championship to concentrate on the Grand Prix for 95. Stefan Everts coming through in fourth. Looking behind Everts, there's Moore. Well, that's a good ride. That's Monet. And we're looking for Volan. There he is, Talon Volan. Terrific finish in race 1. Well, not such a good start in race 2. But Monique Bevorts there, number 4. Number 1 in the Suzuki Bieffi squad for 95. Kurt Nickel now has found his way past the Spaniard and he's up to second. Stefan Everts then goes to third, and Alonso must have lain it down somewhere in front of his home crowd. Bob Moore then goes up a place to fourth. Good ride from the American. As the rest come charging through, and amongst that group will be Talon Voland. But here is the leader, Marnik Bevolts, the 26-year-old Belgian, riding the race of his life here today. Everts recovering from that shoulder injury from Saturday's crash. Moore with the ankle injury. It's a bit of an injured star-studded cast at the moment in this Grand Prix second leg, but Bevort's beginning already to pick up on the back markers. This is where the problems can start to occur. Nicol, the British rider, concentrating this year purely on the 250 Grand Prix. Stefan Everts, number 2, dearly wants to make that number 1 for 1996. Bob Moore, the 125 champion of last year, he would love to win a World 250 Championship. Pedro Tractor just gone through 71. Here's Byra, and he's got Di Maria with him. The Frenchman beginning to get to grips with things. There's Voland behind Di Maria, so both of them have had a poor second race. But this man hasn't. He won the first one. He looks certainly on course to win the second one. Marnik Bevolts, number 4, the Biiffi Suzuki runner, now number 1 in the squad. Kurt Nicol receives the applause of the crowd, the British multinational champion, up there in second. Looking back for third, and it's this young man, the Belgian, number 2, Stefan Everts. Bob Moore, the American, number 41. Would he love to have a number 1 plate for 96? Tractor just gone through as we pick up the leader once again. Marnik Bevolts, number 4. Then it's Nicol, looking back for third. It should still be Everts on the JHK Silkeline Kawasaki. Indeed it is. No changes in the top 3 at the moment. Bob Moore on the Chesterfield Yamaha is still there. Number 41 in 4. Oh, he got it wrong. Well, points out of 10 for artistic impression for Bob Moore. Very nearly receiving assistance from someone from the side of the circuit, which would have been a shame. Had that have happened, he would have been disqualified. No assistance allowed from the outside of the circuit during the race. But here is Bevolts to take win number 2. And he takes it. 40 points maximum. Then it's Nicol, a 5th and a 2nd. We're looking back for 3rd and 4th, and there is 3rd, Stefan Everts. And what a brave ride from Everts. Behind Everts, number 3, the Frenchman, Yves Dumaurier. Then it's Pedro Tractor. Then Byra, number 43, who led the first race for so long. And gallantly back on the bike, number 41, the American Bob Moore. And Voland, number 8, the American. Very happy team manager there, Sylvain Gabors, the manager of Biiffi Suzuki.